Hello, and welcome to the Tactical Project. I'm Tactical. Today we're going to do a tabletop review of my Springfield XD duty model in 45 ACP. I got this handgun back in 2009. It's my first handgun I ever bought. I bought it the first year I was done with college. The reason I bought it was I had a couple prerequisites whenever I was going to look at a handgun. I wanted one that was in 45 ACP. I wanted it in 45 ACP, and I wanted it to carry more than 7 rounds in a magazine. And I wanted it to break down easily. Growing up, my dad had a Browning high power 9mm. It's a very fine handgun, but it looked really difficult to break down. It broke it down into about 1 million parts. And I knew for my first handgun, I didn't want something that I was uncomfortable with to break it down and field clean it. So that's why I went ahead and went with this handgun. So before we review the actual handgun, let me show you what you get with your Springfield XD when you buy it, even now. So you get the handgun. This one's missing it, but you get 2 magazines. You get a bore brush. You get a paddle holster, you get a magazine loader, and you get a magazine holder that holds 2 magazines. They all work pretty well. I get a lot of use out of the magazine loader, or at least I did at first whenever the springs were really stiff. All this stuff rides pretty good, and it comes for free, so what are you really asking for with the handgun? It comes with a pretty decent plastic case, so if you want to take it to the range, it's good for that also. Now let's get to the handgun itself. This handgun was safety checked before I even started the video. I safety check all my handguns, and I'm going to, before every video, I'm not going to waste you guys' time racking the slide 7 or 8 times just to make a big deal out of it. It's been safety checked. It's been safety checked. We're all adults here. It's being run very safe. So my particular XD is the XD duty model with 4-inch barrel, bitone. Very well built handgun. I can't say enough good things about it. If this is all the time you have for the video, just going to give it to you in a nutshell. Yes, run out and buy a Springfield XD. You'll never regret it. It's one of the best handguns I've ever seen in my life. So first thing we're going to get to is firepower, magazine capacity. Springfield XD, at least this model that I have, has 13+1 capacity. And for ACP, that's a lot. So it met my first requirement of more than 7 rounds of ACP. As a matter of fact, it holds double that. So that's really good. Springfield now in 2013 does have I believe it's called the XDS, which is they have it in 45 where it's a single stack, and I think it holds 6 or 7 rounds of 45 ACP, and it's a lot smaller. But this is the 13 round model. 4-inch barrel. I have a true ambidextrous. I believe that this thumb safety is what makes it a duty model. Has ambidextrous safety, ambidextrous magazine release. Okay, all works really good. So some of the safety features on this is the thumb safety, like we already went over. Grip safety. Trigger safety. Has a round indicator for the chamber, and it also has a little pin that pops out here whenever your handgun is cocked to indicate that it's ready to fire. Overall, the safety features work well. If I had to do it over again, I'd probably get one without the thumb safety, because really I almost never use it. It's just a little worn here from me resting my thumb there. That's about it. Has a small Picatinny rail. I always slide this Glock light on it, and that's what I use whenever it's sitting here for home defense. Snaps on. It's really secure. Holds everything good. I'll do another video on this light for you guys later. We're just talking about the handgun for right now. Let me see here. What else is there to talk about? The sights. I replaced the sights. I bought a set of Trigicon low light sights with tritium in them. I have 2 orange dots in the back and 1 green dot in the front. You'll notice that they also have a little bit of white around them, so they're easy to pick up in the bright daylight also. They work really well. I've done a lot of night shooting with them. They're worth every penny that I paid for them. They ran me about $75. I think I got it back in 2010, the sights. And it was about $30 to install, so $105. Not too bad for an upgrade that I really like. It's highly accurate. You know, these are really good sights. I would suggest Trijicon anytime for any sight that you might need. So the other thing that I mentioned whenever I was talking about my prerequisites for a handgun is ease of breakdown. So this handgun breaks down really easily. All you do is you make sure there's no ammo in it. Push the slide back. Push that up. Push up your takedown lever. Release your slide. Squeeze the trigger. Slide your barrel off. Spring comes out. Barrel comes out. There you are, your field stripped and ready to clean. That's pretty easy, right? 4 parts. Heck, anybody can do that. So that was why I broke it down. As soon as I saw the guy break it down in the store, saw it had 13 rounds, came with a couple little extra perks, I said, that's it, that's for me. So all you do to put it back together, put your barrel in, put your spring in, slide your rail on, push that up, there you go. And it's back together. Overall, it's pretty accurate handgun, or as accurate as you can be. You can do some stuff to it to make it a real tack driver, but right now it's has a little shake to it to keep it reliable. So if you get a little dirt in there, it'll still keep working. The trigger pull took a little bit of getting used to me. There was a lot of take up in it. Whenever I first got the handgun, I didn't really like it. I wanted to get a trigger job done on it, but haven't done that yet. I got it in 2009. It's 2013 now. I've gotten used to it in that amount of time, so it's not really an issue anymore. I would highly recommend this handgun to a friend. It's appropriate for home defense, everyday carry, although this is about as big as I would want for everyday carry. And also Springfield makes a XD and XDM, or XDM with 5-inch and 5¼ barrels, which I would highly recommend for military and police personnel, or even if you wanted a non-concealed carry or just take it to the range. Those are very good for you too. But I don't know, that's a little big for me to want to try to conceal carry a 5¼ barrel handgun. Whenever I bought this in 2009, after taxes and everything was all said and done with, it cost me $650, which I didn't think was too bad considering everything you got with the handgun. A couple magazines. Magazines for this run about about $30 right in there. Could be a little more, could be a little less, especially right now with gun prices still being a little bit artificially inflated. I was lucky enough whenever I first got this that they also had that 3-pack of magazines to sell with it, so I picked up 3 extra magazines for it whenever I bought it in the store. So if I had to rate this handgun 1 to 10, I'd give this handgun a 10 out of 10. It's very reliable. I only ever had one hiccup with it, and what it was I bought some Remington 45 ACP for target shooting, and the casing wasn't crimped enough, so the bullet was depressed into the casing too far, so it wasn't feeding. So that wasn't the handgun's fault, that's the ammo's fault. So needless to say, I do not buy Remington ammo anymore for anything outside of 22 long rifle. That just that wasn't good to me. I had more than one round that was that way out of that box, and I said, that's it, I'm done with Remington. Fairly accurate, it's as accurate as you are. with your practice. Is it a real tack driver? No. Can you get it tuned up to be a tack driver? Yes. There's especially that 5 1/4 inch barrel. Very, very capable of using that in competition. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check back for another video. Alright, tack out.